Hi y'all, it's Salima. That's my crochet corner. I am going to be making that Pinterest sweater because fall time is coming, and as you can see, pink has been my color lately. So when I saw that sweater, I said, I like that sweater. I want that sweater. So I'm going to make that sweater. Let me finish winding this up real quick. Bada bing, bada boom, bonito. This is a picture of the outfit that I want to make. It is a multicolored pink sweater, and I am pretty much just kind of freehanding it. I'm using, this is going to be a scrap project for me to get rid of a bunch of yarn because I've made a bunch of outfits with pinks, whites, red, and tan. So I have all that leftover yarn with me, and I've just been using it to make the crochet sweater. Girl, it's gonna be so cute. Two things. One, this is not a tutorial. Unfortunately, I will not be showing you word for word, bar for bar, how to make this sweater because I did follow a tutorial. It's my first time. What's going on with the hair? Excuse my appearance, but it's been a long week. I'm just going to be showing you, documenting how I am making the outfit. So I'm using 6 different colors. I don't have any other names. This is the first color I'm using. It's a bright red. This is the second color I'm using. It's a dark red. Salmon pink. Using this pastel pink. The tans. Lastly, I'm using this white, which I don't think this is the same color white either. I'm not too concerned about whether or not if the colors match up, honestly, because it's going to be kind of like a patchwork. I've got a bunch of extra colors if I run out of the pink. But anyway, I will link the girls tutorial of who I followed. I'll put a little beep beep up here. This is the video that I used to follow. Shawty went into an in-depth 2x2, but not 2x2, an in-depth tutorial on how to make a cardigan. And it was really helpful for figuring out how I need to make this cardigan. First off, just to explain a little bit of what I did, I measured myself, measured my arm, shoulder, how long I would want it, my arm length, around my arm, and then I measured a cardigan that I liked. So a cardigan that I liked that fit on me, and that was like, I liked the way it was looking, so I could get how I wanted to fit the sweater, how I wanted to fit on me. After I got all of those dimensions out, I'll put it here of the dimensions that I use, girl, because listen, I'm writing them inches. I go by inches, right? Then I figured out what kind of stitch I wanted to use, which is a half double crochet stitch. The girl in the video, she used a single crochet stitch. Half double crochet is my left. Single crochet is too small, and double crochet sometimes is too big. So half double is loose enough for me. I can move it, it's not as stiff, and it's still warm at the same time. And with the measurements that I figured out, I need 96, I think is the number. I need 96 squares. They're 5.5 inches each going wide, and 5.5 going up top. I want it to be 47 inches long, so that's going from the top of my shoulders basically all the way down to my ankle. Girl, I want this to be touching my knees. For the back is 8 squares long, 4 squares wide. For the front, it's 8 squares long, 2 on one side, 2 on the other, and I think it's 16 squares on each side. It's 32, 32, 16, 16. So that's 96 squares. I think I have 63 squares done, including this kind of like scraps to fill in. 63. So I have 30 more squares to crochet. 30 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll figure it out. I'm figuring it all out. I'm thinking if I don't know. I'm getting it all together. So that's what I'm crocheting now. I will come back to you when I hopefully have all of them finished, and I'm laying them out, getting ready to sew the squares together. If I can find whoever the girl is that made this Pinterest top, I'll link her down as well, because girl, that top is too cute and I gotta have it. So yeah, I'll see you. And probably, I think this is gonna take me to make 30 squares because I plan on doing this stuff today. I might see you tomorrow, to be honest, but hey y'all, it's V. 2 weeks later. and or probably a week later, and I finally finished all of, can't really see, well, I finished most of the squares. I think I just didn't have one more, but I'm gonna make it work. And I'm about to start putting the pieces together. 10 squares of my dark red, 17 squares of this like pastel salmon pink, another 17 squares of this more pinky pastel pink, 11 of this tan, 5 of this tan, but I think it's like close enough where you couldn't really tell from afar, 17 of this bright red, 14 of this white. These are my 2 extras. I have like this kind of, it's another pink, 2 of this pink and 2 of this other pink. This is a layout that I'm going to be using. You can see I'm going to be following something similar to this to figure out how I want the back to be, the front to be, as well as my arms. It was 16, 16, 16, 16, 32. That's 96 in total. So I'm gonna go back when I have it kind of laid out on the floor. I think I'm gonna do the back panel first. I don't know if I showed it already, but this is the inspiration picture. I'm gonna be following kind of something similar to this, but not fully. I don't want to copy it word for word, bar for bar, but I do want it to be similar since I really like the style of it. I don't know how you could see this, but this is kind of like the style that I'm going, how I'm laying it out. And this is for the back right now. So I'll come back once that's done, okay? So I had to change things up a little bit because I don't have equal amounts of every square. What I did was I just kind of mixed everything up by 4s, just randomly, just put random 4 squares together, and I'm going to map out the back first like I was doing before, because I just realized like while placing it on the floor I was probably gonna have like a lot of colors concentrated on one part, and I don't want that. I want it to be like as sporadic as possible. It's a little bit more jumbled up, but I promise you there's a method to my madness, okay? I'll be right back again. This is what the back looks like. I'm not gonna lie, okay? I'm a little bit scared for how this is gonna turn out. For one, I'm realizing that I probably miscalculated how big the squares were supposed to be. On the picture, there clearly is 4 squares in the back, 4 squares in the front. But I followed the measurements from a YouTube video where she had, I just noticed it was 6 squares in the back and 3 and 3 in the front. And her measurements were 5 by 5. And that's what I did. So I really feel like this is going to be too small. And if it is, I'm just going to be very sad because I wanted it to be kind of oversized. And clearly I don't have enough squares. I have like some more yarn that I could use. If it really is really too small, I have some, you know, the ketchup bottle, okay? But I have some more yarn I could use to make it bigger. But I don't know if it's going to be enough. But we're gonna see. But this is the back. It's 4 squares wide and 8 squares long. So yeah, we'll see. Where you may see a bunch of squares, I see success. This is the back panel and these are my sides. I am very happy with how this is looking so far. I still think it's going to be just a little bit too small, or a little bit small, but I think it's just gonna fit right, like just right on me. It's not gonna be oversized like how I wanted it to, but that's okay because this is really good so far. I'm seeing some stuff that I could rearrange, but just on the first look, I'll probably rearrange those too. This looks really good, like really good. Next, what I'm gonna start doing, so what you're supposed to do is, it's just go, I'm gonna figure out whether I want to go up or to the side. And also what I'm gonna figure out is whether or not this is too long. Like if I should take one row of squares out. We'll see how it looks when it's on me. But yeah, this looks good so far. Okay, so what I've been doing is going by row, slip stitching 2 by 2 is 8 rows. Well, 2 rows and 8 columns. I don't know, but I'm slip stitching those, and then I'm just going to slip stitch again, going all the way up. So yeah, we'll see how that turns out. But so far it looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how it's looking. Like, this is looking really good. And from the front, like, you can't even tell the stitches there. I love that. I love that for me. This is the front of one arm, the back of one arm, the front of one arm, and then I'm missing one square, and I knew I was missing a square, but like, even still, I'm like, oh my god, I'm missing a square. I have to make one more. Thank goodness I have plenty of more yarn, but still, like, ugh, I'm almost done. Hopefully I can finish it by today. Hey y'all, so it's been a little minute since I finished the crochet cardigan. I posted it on my Instagram, so if you're not following me on Instagram, follow it there. I posted it last year in September 23rd, 2023, and it blew up on Instagram with over 1 million views, over 200k comments, But anyway, I'm going to put here the finished look of the cardigan. Yeah, I am in love with how it turned out. And I've also, thanks to the video blowing up, I've also found the original creator of the cardigan, so I've linked her Instagram below, as well as I'm putting her here up on the screen. I love finding inspiration of my for crocheting. You know, it's really what keeps me going. So I'm gonna also link my Pinterest down below of my crochet inspiration. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next project. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.